Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Just wanted to do a little video and show you guys that after I moved the shrimp this afternoon to their new tank, there's nothing wrong with them and they're already eating. And one thing that I did notice is this is one of the tanks that I use my the live bacteria on. Actually, two of them. I moved them over here, and the live I didn't notice them where they're sitting over on the other side of the room, but the live bacteria has grown so much algae on the walls, and a couple of the tanks that I've been putting the algae in just to see how it would react in the tanks, like would it grow algae? It's actually growing huge amounts of green algae. Um, Now, uh, it said that it takes 2 weeks if you use a substrate that creates uh, ammonia. My substrates don't create ammonia, so uh, I'm sure it takes a little longer. But the tank that you're looking at now, it's been up and running like 4 weeks, and so has the Dragon Blood Blue tank over there, and over there where they were sitting, I couldn't tell because it's a little darker over there. I had the lights on it, but I ran the lights on these for 4 days straight. 5 days straight, 24/7, and um, then I just ran it normal. Well, when I bring it over here, the shrimp are just all over the glass because it's covered in green algae, and I didn't know that it was that bad, which is good. And I didn't know that the Dragon Blood Blue tank was like that either. So um, it shows that the product works extremely well because running. I mean, I have tanks that I've been running for a year, and they don't have as much algae as that bac- bacteria, that live bacteria that I use. Hello, Tokes Outdoors. Welcome to the stream. Luke says, "What's up?" But yeah, so the live bacteria works. Um, I mean, my tanks are just covered, in algae. Uh, and that, I mean, 5 day. I mean, yeah, they've been running for a month, but they just have regular light. I run them, turn the light on like I do every other tank, and shut them off like I do like every other tank. But I ran them for 4 or for 5 days, and I put the Dragon Blood Blues in the tank after 4 days. Can almond leaves increase nitrate levels? I do not believe so, sir. They don't increase anything. Tokes Outdoor says, "Hey, Luke, uh, I do not believe that it can increase nitrate because it doesn't create ammonia. So it doesn't. It's not in the process of. Um, it just decays. It doesn't create ammonia that breaks down, and then nitrate, all that stuff. It doesn't do any of that stuff. It just breaks down. So, and with it, with the uh, 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 with the stuff that it does release, that just drops your pH, helps keep your pH down. Now you're not going to see a pH drop barely anything if you have uh, neocaridina tank without active substrate. But in a tank with active substrate, you'll see that It helps, and the black water helps too. Um, I hate it when it darkens my tanks, but the shrimp just, I mean, they're, you know, like makes them stronger. I don't ever have an issue in my uh, Neocaridina tanks, nor do I have an issue in my Caridina tanks. Okay, because the three tanks that I added almond leaves to had a nitrate spike. What's in them? They're not. They're not that old, are they? They're not cycled, are they? Because for nitrate, they're probably not cycled. They're probably what you're gonna say 4 weeks. My other two that I didn't add them to were fine. Yeah, but how long? Yeah, I bet you're gonna say they're cycled for 4 weeks, didn't you? Aren't you? I bet they're not cycled. I have 42 tanks that I put leaves in constant. I have tanks that I have 3 and 4 leaves in, and it doesn't do anything because my tanks are cycled. But the only way that I know, if you don't have stuff dying in your tank like large amounts of snails and stuff like that, I don't know what would raise that level unless your tank's not cycled. They are a year old, and the one is almost 4 months old. So what's in them? I'm telling you right now, it's not the leaf. There's got to be. I mean, there's got to be another reason that I don't have any issue like that. Like I said, I got 40 some tanks, and the tanks upstairs. I put Indian almond leaves in every single tank. I didn't think it was the almond leaves. It's not the almond leaves. What did you do to those tanks other than uh, add Indian almond leaves to them? Did you put anything in them to kill anything that was in the tank? What's in the tanks? What did you do? But that's the only thing I could compare to. Okay, but what did you do anything to them other than put a leaf in? Because it seems weird that all you do is put leaves in and that happens. Because I tell you right now, I don't know. I mean, I could show you every single one of my tanks that have leaves in them, that have skeletons of leaves in them. I mean, they're packed top to bottom, front to back, and I don't have any issues whatsoever. So either, I mean, your cycle could have crashed, but I don't know why. But that's what I'm saying. They're all planted tanks. Um, you don't have stuff dying. That's why I came to you because you use them. So yeah, my tank. Like I said, my tanks are packed with them. You don't have dead stuff in your tanks. You haven't put no medicine in there, no Panacure C, no anything to kill anything. And what's the stock in the tank? In the tanks, I should say, because you didn't even say what's in the tanks. And and I don't know if it'd make a difference, but where'd you get the almond leaves from? I haven't. You haven't put nothing in it. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know of almond leaves doing that. That's news to me. So you're saying what? I'll leave it. BC, what's up? What's going on, BC? What's happening? Uh, nitrate. I was wondering if it could be the source where I bought them because I purchased them from Amazon. Well, yeah, it could be something on the leaves. That's why I'm saying I only buy my leaves from Germany. Or there's this other Asian woman on there. My buddy who owns the pet store, he bought them from her, and his leaves are good from a third party. Yeah, you could have something. There could be something on there, BC. I think I want to get those green, orange, and white Neocaridina. I really don't think it was the leaves. Yeah, okay, BC. I got whatever you need, brother. You just let me know, and we could take care of you. We can make all your shrimp dreams come true. Boy, that Black King Kong right there has a little blue in him, don't he? Do you have prices? Yeah. 5, 5, and 4. Greens are 5, orange are 5, and whites are the white neocaridina are $4. But really, yeah, it's not the leaves. So you think it could be something on the leaves? Yes. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Are the leaves really dry and like crispy when you bought them, or are they rubbery and um, what I would call not processed? Uh, Gosh, and I can't think of the name of the guy, but the box that I used or that I bought a long time ago, when I called to order it again, they said that they were out. It was like 3 grams or something. It was a massive box, and they just pack it full of leaves. They say, "Look, we're just gonna pack it full of leaves, tape it shut, and mail it to you." And it was cheap, but this time I bought 100 leaves for more than what the 3 gram. It was way more. Yes, really dry. Yeah, I would say because look, I'll show you. I'll pick a tank, any tank, nitrate. All right, so what? Here's a brain. Here's a thing. I don't know. I'll go down. That was almost perfect first time. Shabam. Nitrate. You want nitrate, eh? Oh, I have a towel right here. All right. Yeah, you know all that stuff would kill my shrimp, so I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Yeah, nitrate. Oh, and this food that's in this tank is yummy gum from Dennerley. My buddy found a I don't know, a company he deals with. I think 2 tanks could be dying snails. Well, there you go. The dying snails is what's causing your nitrates. I mean, I need 5, I think, on this. Oh, bottle number 1, add 10. Oh, yeah, nitrate. You said nitrate, right? Or did you say nitrate? Nitrate. Yes. Okay, so 10. 10. Yeah, dying snails will do it. It'll raise it up. So you just have to do water changes. That's why your stuff's dying, dude. That's why I was saying there's something in it. A leaf is all natural. There should be nothing in a leaf whatsoever that'd kill anything, that'd create that. Yeah, nitrate. Here's the second bottle. Moderator. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is add 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. But the one tank has only 2 snails. Oh. Has anything else died in it? Yeah. Plants, anything? Is it and was never overpopulated with anything. Uh, you might have had a crash cycle. I mean, think about that. If it's never overpopulated, what's in it? Did you dump a bunch of stuff in it? You know, look, nitrate, if you're asking, is supposed to be yellow. The end one. Yellows can be out of my shrimp tanks. They have oranges, orange, red. That's as yellow as can be. And that's packed full. So that lets you know right there that it's something else. I have Indian almond leaves, been using them for 2 years. I have Indian almond leaves and alder cones. I've used them all, and I've never once had a spike of anything. It was yeah. So uh, BC, if you are you still here? Just let you know if you order anything on the live stream, I'll give you a little discount on it. It's a little something if you order on here instead of ordering regular. I had a really bad pond snail issue with plants I bought from Aquarium Co-op. They're finally starting to cycle down and control their population. But see, here you're answering all your questions. Everything that's happening. You got pond snails from Aquarium Co-op? I thought that he had well, I don't know. It's not like he says that he kills anything, but I mean, they show those big, huge back rooms with hundreds of thousands of dollars of plants in there, and he's sending you plants with pond snails? Surprising. But always know that as a hobbyist, you should be, doing a bleach dip on your plants, anyways. Watered down, you know, uh, dip them in bleach and it'll knock anything, kill anything off of those plants. You're supposed to be doing that yourself, So wow, extremely bad. Yeah, so that's where you're getting all your nitrates from is the dying snails. Because death in a tank, no matter how little, will jack you up. It'll mess your stuff up bad. So I want to show you how these shrimp they're just swimming around, but I don't know if I'll be able to tweak it in good. I mean, these guys are. Hold on. There you go. How do you like that? Look at that. Now that's my Black King Kong tank. Those are all the ones out of my Extreme Black King Kong that Luke called out. There's probably I don't know 70 or 80 of them in there. Okay, well that explains two of the tanks. Now I got to figure out the other. Well, it's something you have in your tanks. You haven't told me what's in your tanks actually. So you say they're planted tanks. Are all okay? Okay, that's three. So you have one more tank. Could be if there's nothing in there, maybe a crash cycle. There's nothing in there. I mean, what's in there to support a cycle? What's creating bacteria? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, I gotta get leaves. I'm all out of leaves. I gotta get leaves for this thing. Matter of fact, I don't even have any. I can think out of another thing. No, I do not. I thought I might. But see, that's the problem is I can't even get leaves right now. I mean, I could put it in, but I think it's like over a month that I'd have to wait for some leaves. So I might as well just put in an order now. But getting them here is the tough part. You know, all the tanks are doing real good. Look how happy those. Look at all that green algae on there from that live bacteria that I've been using that I get from my guy that I'm going to start selling here real soon. But that's like 4 weeks, and the glass is covered in green algae already. Okay, well, I'll message you Instagram and send you videos. It will explain it better. I want to buy a bunch of shrimp, but I want to get it all under control and figure out beforehand. Um, it just sounds to me like you. Well, for one, you had shrimp death. All you have to do is test your water. BC, I'm here. I'm thinking of 10 each. I've never had shrimp shipped. Do you know how much shipping usually runs? Where you at, BC? Yeah, I know how much shipping runs. Depends on where you're at, and it depends on how much you spend. If you spend over $100, I pay the shipping. Um, but if not, then it depends where you live. If you live close to me, it's like $10. If you live states outside of Michigan, I mean, like 2, 3 states outside could go to 12, and outside of that, it'd be like 15. If you're like California, 15, that outer ring, that outer realm. Texas is, it depends. It can go 12 to 15. It just depends on how far out you are. But that's what I'm saying. If you see, what did you want? You wanted greens, whites. So that's a 40. Uh, Green, orange, and white. So 50, 50, 140. 140 for shrimp BC, and the deal is, yeah, lose. I'll 140. I'll pay shipping if you want that, because 10 green, 10. What'd you say? Orange, green. Yeah, 10 green. Actually, the greens are 6, but I'll sell them to you for 5 because you're ordering on here. So, uh, so 10 green is 50, 10 orange is 50, and then 10 whites is only $40. So that's $140, and I'll pay the shipping if that's what you want. So it's like you're going to the store. Well, it's like you found somebody at a store that will actually, that you could buy them at, and you don't have to pay shipping. So it's kind of all this, it's like that. Looks my camera's, yep, skip frames detected. I gotta YouTube that, figure that stuff out. Yeah, North Dallas. Yeah, it don't matter. It doesn't matter if you spend that $140. I'll pay shipping. Doesn't matter because that's the deal. I start running, because times are tough right now and everyone's suffering. So if you spend over $100, I don't care, how much it weighs or if I got to mail 10 boxes. I pay for it all, so it don't matter. And don't worry about shipping; they'll come in bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I just had I don't know, every single customer I have says they come in per. I just had another guy. Luke cleaned it off of the board over there, but he lives over in Chicago. He said that he needs a new breeder. Um, I won't say who he said he's bought from. Everyone that keeps contacting me is complaining about a couple of people that they're buying from, and now they're buying from me. And he said he wanted to see how my shipping was and see how they come in. I haven't spoke to the guy with, let's say, Thursday. I mailed them out on Monday, and he called me or he messaged me on Facebook and told me that all the shrimp showed up perfect. Every single one was alive, and it was incredible. And he's gonna give me a ton more business. Okay, I don't know if he's trying to start something over there, Chicago area, because they were saying that like between Chicago and Illinois, I guess there's no one to take care of them. So I was like, well, call me. I'll contact me. Fishmar Fish Room, Detroit represent. Yes, sir. I like that deal. I have a really good. Oh, Luke says hello. I have a really good deal on shrimp here locally, but they are imports, and I'd rather support a hobbyist. Well, thank you very much, BC. And I'm not trying to talk you out of it, but not. It depends who you get your imports from, because it depends on who they get them from. And imports can be trashy. You get them, they don't breed, they're bad stock, the genes are horrible. The Chubby Guppy, hey, hey, my order was good. I've ordered over 80 shrimp from Brian. Thank you, Chubby Guppy. Yes, sir, he has. Uh, Chubby Guppy has been a really great supporter of us, and I support Chubby Guppy, even though he does fish, but we love guppies because we have guppies upstairs. They're incredible. And if I had the room, I would do guppies too, but it came down to me deciding shrimp or guppies, and it came down to shrimp. I just love the colors, even though guppies are super cool. It's, I don't know. I like the fact that I could pack 200 to 300 in a tank, and they look like little pieces of candy crawling around. That's what I like. So, uh, Fishmar Fish Room, yes, sir. Fishmar, are you from Detroit, sir? Are you from my neck of the woods, BC? I do email. Do I email you or message you on another app? No, sir. Give me 2 seconds. I will paste up. I will punch up my email here that you can. I just got to jump to this other page. Hold on 1 second. It doesn't let me do it on Streamlabs. I have to jump to YouTube Studios. So it pumps up the video over here on this end, and I could type it in and then come right back. Here we go. Here we go. Over here in Garden City. Ah, look at that. Nice. We're over here in Livonia, Fishmar. All right. There you go, Mr. BC. That is my PayPal. And anything else you want to get a hold of me, that's, it's my email for PayPal, and my email for anything shrimp related. Thank you, sir. Just let you know, tomorrow's Friday, so it will be sent out Monday afternoon, so it should make it to you by Wednesday, unless for some reason. Oh, I used to live there, but I just moved. Where'd you move to? And where'd you live? do your green strip have those light stripes on their back? I like those light stripes, or you mean the gold stripes? I think there might be a couple in there, but no, these are not. They don't have back stripes on them because the guy who created them didn't put that into it. But there's a couple in there. I think there's I've seen a couple that have like gold up their back stripe, up their back side, I should say. So I could do that. I could look for it. You know, let me see if I can. Oh, I care. Oh, you can wear whatever you want. My give blood fight Probert. Who says hi, everybody? Oh yeah, Doritos. No, Funyuns. Ooh, yummy Funyuns. I used to live there in Livonia. Oh, but we moved to Garden City. It was cheaper. Yeah, where'd you move to? I grew up over by the park. Yeah, we moved from Garden City to Livonia when it wasn't cheaper, when it was about the same before the economy went back up. That's cool. I like them either way. Well, Chubby Guppy's saying that his have some yellow back stripes. So there you go. Then maybe they'll change up for you too. I will email you soon. I need some shrimps. Gotta go. Okay, Fishmar. Thanks for checking in. Nice to meet you. Talk to you soon. Peace. Chubby Guppy, maybe 4 or 5 of my 40. Yeah, there you go. So 4 or 5 got the back stripe. Sweet. Yeah, I've seen some in there, Mr. Guppy. And no, I don't like sitting in it all the way down. I'm too big for it all the way down. But yeah, I saw a couple in there recently with the gold stripes on the back. It was pretty cool. How much is your Swasatan? The Swasatan. Um, uh, Swasatan. That's a hard question. It's kind of touch and go right now, BC. I mean, moss is one thing. Swasatan is, it's hard to get, and the stuff that I have is just now starting to take off. So I'd like to hold on to it a little longer. Um, but but I could hook you up with some moss if you want a moss instead of Swasatan. Well, it's German. It's supposed to be said Swasatan. That's what they say. See, BC, because BC, if I say if I give you a price on that stuff, my phone will blow up. Everybody go nuts because I've been holding on to it, getting it growing, getting it going. It's doing really good. Um, it's starting to thicken up, like up here in the red pinto tank. It's getting really big. Down there in the red really tank, it's getting big. But see, that's the thing. I only have 3 tanks with it in, and then over here, it's just starting to get going. So, because I sold a bunch of it before, so everything's starting to bounce back now. The Chubby Guppy HC, the moss I got was premium. Best I bought. BC. The Chubby Guppy. Sorry, BC. Yeah, the moss. See, in this one here has got my Physidins in it. The little, it looks like, uh, uh, ferns. That's what it is. That one right there on the right. It looks like a fern. And I actually got these off of an auction. I wanted them so bad.
You won them off a auction?
No, I bought them off an auction. So, but yeah, it's can't see it. I wonder if I could do anything. I'm emailing you my address. Should I just PayPal you now? Yeah, just PayPal me now. PayPal me now, and then I write it on the board. I write your address on the board, your name, and then what you ordered underneath it, and then I get your box ready. I build it, package, get all the packaging ready, and then Sunday night I'll pull all the shrimp. But I don't bag them. I don't bag them until the day that I'm mailing them, so they don't sit in the bags. So when I put them in the bags, they have all the fresh oxygen and stuff. So
don't send your address on this live.
No, he's gonna send it to our PayPal, kiddo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what you were saying. Oh, you're making it go up? Yeah, it's just easier that way. I appreciate it, BC, because it's, I don't know. I'm sure everyone's run into it, but you get people. I had a guy. I think he was a troll because he kept contacting me saying, "Hey, I want shrimp. I want shrimp. This, snap, blah, blah, blah." And he put in a good size order. It was like $180 or something. So I had like 9 orders to prepare, and I was sending them out, and I kept messaging him. I'm like, "Hey, look, I'm taking them tomorrow. I'm taking them tomorrow." All this stuff. So, forever he didn't message back, and still to this day he never messaged back. So either he, and I've not seen him on any other videos anywhere. So I don't know if he was just, causing trouble. Chubby Guppy, hey, do you watch Pure Shrimp? You watch Dennis? I don't know if you watch some guys over there. I just have a funny story if you do.
Perfect.
3 viewers. We're killing it. 3 viewers. Well, it is 10:20.
I'm here.
On a Thursday night. How many people are working tomorrow? Yes, but not lately. Oh, because today, if you watch the video before this, I moved, some shrimp around. I took, because of the tanks that I have, and I was gonna help scoot you up. And anyway, so I was watching Pure Shrimp. I had it on the computer while I was working and stuff, and he had somebody coming in. Yeah, it goes to the thermometer right there. See how it's floating?
Yeah.
It keeps it, it keeps it on the glass. But no, that's the one that goes on there. I just let it float around and stuff. Yeah. He had a troll in. He had a troll in there that just kept saying stuff over and over and over and over and over. Wouldn't stop, so he deleted him, or he kicked him out. And then he was like coming in on different been off the last 4 or 5 days doing taxes. Oh, okay. Yeah, but he just kept trolling, saying all this stuff, and he's like, "How does he keep getting on my channel?" But he had like multiple channels, so he had to keep deleting all of his channels and stuff. So it was pretty funny because the guy wasn't saying nothing mean or anything. He's like, "Make me a mod. I'm the best. You'll never find anybody better." Just saying all this silly stuff, and it was funny. He wasn't being disrespectful, huh? Oh yeah, he was using the Tiger King pictures as his picture. So when it came up, Dennis was looking, and he's like, that looks like the Tiger King." He's like, "Yeah, you're deleted." And he deleted him, and boop, he popped back up again with a different name, with a different Tiger King picture. It was a class. It was funny. So let me lift this camera up again a little bit. Or wait, maybe we could I don't know. Hold on a second. Let's what am I, oh here. Oh man, they're going over. Oh man,
It's not on the picture.
I know. Well, because it's in a different tank. Just making sure that they'll eat it.
If you aim the camera up, there's a whole bunch of shrimp running.
Yeah, they're all swimming
Yeah.
They're enjoying it.
Except when Detroit Shrimp and Aquatic comes. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys look, see all the green algae? Hold on, let me see if I can.
I really wanted to do extreme blacking clones.
See the green algae in there? That's all from that live bacteria that I sell. Uh, I mean, that's only like 4 weeks. It's all over the front glass and everything. The stuff really works. Really, really works. Very impressed. Good.
Accounts.
Yeah. Hey, look at that pregnant blue steel right there. Oh, is she big? Nice and dark too. I just hope that a dark male, she got good dark genes that they'll come out really dark. What's up, buddy? What the heck? Hey! What? What? They're all out. Yeah, I got the rest of them the other day. Yeah. Nice one. Yep, I'm quite excited. I got these guys in here as a replacement. I mean, more than, you know, he sent me way more, but as a replacement because the ones I ordered were garbage and they just kept dying. They had that thing where, you lose one once a week or whatever. So he sent me every single one he had. So yeah, now these are really good jeans because they're already buried. I mean, I've had them for about 2 months, but they were smaller when they showed up. So, but yeah, the first ones I got were trash. They didn't do anything at all. Those guys look huge. Well, it's zoomed up, Tim. It's zoomed up. I got it blown up some because this app that I use, I can blow it up and the phone's probably 10 inches away from the tank, so it's just a good picture on this one. They're not even, they're sub-adults. They're not even full-grown adults. So, but compared to the last batch I had, I got them. They changed colors. Their heads like lightened up, and like a gray. It's not that it was light blue. It was like a really weird gray, and then they just started dying. And I did like 100% water change. I put all sorts of stuff in there to save them, and they all died. I think I got 20 of them. They all died like 4, and so those 4 are still in this tank. It was like they had the strongest gene to beat whatever. It's just I don't know, but ever since I got these, I never lost one. They've been super active, super hungry. They eat, more or less anything I put in there. Which app did you go with? The app on the phone is the Droid Cam X Pro, and that's the one I downloaded on here too. Thank you, BC. I got it. I can't hit my phone because it's what I'm videoing off of right now, but it says that I received the money. So I will send you Monday afternoon. Look for it around 2:15. Because I fill all my orders Monday, so I get them in between 2 and 2:30 to the post office. So then I'll send it to you. Um, is this what's your name on? How can I get a hold of you? How can I send this to you? Hey, can you go on Facebook under Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics and friend me so that I can send you a picture of your tracking number? Just sent my address in the email. Okay, yeah, I just need something to be able to send you a picture, a photo of the tracking number. I mean, people want it so they can track their shrimp. So, yeah, friend me on Facebook or on Instagram, anything like that. And, if you guys can hit the thumbs up, I know there's only a couple of us in here, but that would be very cool if you did that. Thumbs up, subscribe if you're not, hit the bell icon, share if you could or if you would. But yeah, just give me something, like I said, to be able to contact you and send you send you a copy of the receipt, with your shipping information, so you can track it right on your phone. That's the thing, is what you'll do is when I send it to you, you'll punch that number into your phone. Just put it in Google, punch it into your phone, and then just hit, search, and it'll say that this is a tracking number. How would you like, to be notified? And just hit text message, all text messages. So from the minute, no matter where it goes, where it moves, you'll get a text message, and it'll show you all the way up to your door to where the guy signs his box, his little pad of paper, his digital book saying he delivered it. They'll ring your doorbell, set it on the front porch, and then there you go. I used to do the thing of, you get an hour from the minute it's dropped off, because, I don't want somebody, being at work and it sits on your porch for 4 hours, or 2 hours, and it's cold or it's it's super hot, and, stuff like that. So I haven't had an issue. I don't have anyone complaining or saying, hey, the shrimp, they delivered them at a time. Look, it's the mail. You have to deal with the mail. It's your mail. So, if you would please just make sure that you're home when they arrive. But I don't have an issue. I mean, like I said, Texas, you're warm over there right now. So, what was it? Yeah, I think it was the guy in Texas. Yeah, I think you guys are in the 80s, aren't you? Right on. I'm using iPhones. Oh, is that what it is for all your different cameras and stuff? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how you do that. But I don't know how you like pan it left and right because I can't pan mine. Um, but yeah, I just use my Android, my Note 9. But I have to get like I got to get something stronger to bang my. I mean, if I run a speed test on my computer down here, wireless, that's why I need another laptop so I can plug it in, hardwire it. But, my numbers are good. But if it drops or spits and sputters, then the camera and everything will suffer as I'm making my video. So uh, I have to get a router. There's some, for sale on Facebook Marketplace, but it looks like that the Netgear 1900 or whatever, or the uh, Asus, yeah, the Asus one or something. Those look to be pretty good. Muddy Water Shrimp, the 20 Crystal Reds I ordered from you last month arrived in perfect condition to here in Virginia. Whoop whoop! Thank you, sir. I remember those 20 Crystal Reds. I miss them. I miss all the shrimp I sell. But my Crystal Red tank had babies, so those 20 will be replaced here. Uh, they're actually getting to a good size now. They're maybe a quarter inch, to where they're walking around. You see them really good. Is that you, BC, on Instagram? Muddy Waters in the house. Muddy Water Shrimps. Muddy Water Shrimps. Is everybody working tomorrow? What's going on? Is everybody in the? I mean, there's only a couple people here, but are you guys all working? Are your jobs all? Well, I know Chubby Guppy doesn't work. He's I can't say he's lucky, but um, yeah, I just messaged you. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. Well, now I can. I'll follow you on there, and then I'll send you your photo on there. But yeah, they just sent me a letter in the mail today telling me to call this place. It's about an hour away to start going there for pain management and yeah, working hard at retired for pain management and to see the see neurosurgeon, see if I got to get surgery and everything because I was hitting the head 7 months ago and I'm still on comp and but they refused to pay. So I haven't been to a doctor, I mean, I went to a couple doctors, but then they wanted me to see their doctor. So I saw it. Now I get a call saying that I'm to go to see these other people and that my attorney's the one that's sending me. So really never worked this hard for money. Right. Yeah. Well, that's why it's, I guess if you say a hobby, it's not supposed to be hard, but I don't know of a hobby that's not hard. I mean, because just think, if you build race cars, it's hard. It's a hobby is a lot of work, but It's something you choose to do. I work from home right now, Monday through Friday, 7 to 3. And what do you do, Muddy Waters? Muddy Waters. It sounds like a Leonard Skinner song or something. Muddy Waters Shrimp. And it's in Virginia, so yeah, we're going down that area where Leonard Skinner was from. If it's not hard, you're not doing well. Right, right. Well, that would be, kind of the same thing here. If it wasn't hard taking care of these shrimp, then I'm not taking care of them because, you have to do water changes and all sorts of stuff. So, uh, but, you know, the thing is, I don't mind it at all. Um, it's just, I guess, I don't want to say I'm lucky, but I'm lucky to be able to spend all this time getting my business going and getting it built really good and building all the friendships and contacts that I can right now due to the fact that, the coronavirus is here, due to the fact that I got hit in the neck with, I don't even know how much weight, but, when it creates 3 fractures, I can't lean my head to the left and I can't go backwards with it. I'm stuck. I don't know what the deal is. Sleep in pain, can't play with the kids anymore, but ah, geez, chubby guppy, got to get an alarm on that. I'm a technical support specialist managing computers and servers for a school system. Ah, can you build? Can you build websites? My wife's uncle was the computer guy for my son's whole school district. Your butt is busy, buddy. Yeah, well, he's not doing too much work right now because schools are empty. But Tim, boy, you just man, you got to put a float valve on that water, son. You do it more than I do. Holy heck! No wonder you setting up your stuff so good. You used to do computer stuff. That's why you won't help me out because you want your stuff to be 100 times better than mine. Just turning your stuff on it was better than mine. Fortunately, I've never worked on websites before. Oh, okay. They're trying to transfer to computers. Yeah, I'm kind of becoming self-taught. I'm doing a lot. That's why I do a lot of videos and live streams and such because I'm trying to, you know, better myself without, like having to rely on somebody. I have one. I dropped a 5-gallon bucket on it trying to drip. I, I have one back there on the tank I'd never used. Here, look. And it's a nice one. It's expensive. But I didn't pay for it. My buddy at the pet store gave it to. Well, I won't say I didn't pay for it. But I paid cheaply for it. But look, this one's in e-shops, and it hangs on there. You tighten the screws up, and you can lift this float valve up and down. It's got a setting there, and then you run your line right into here and click it in. I've used this once to fill up the can one time, and then that was it. I took it off because I don't know. I set the alarm on my phone, so I'm too afraid because I have that pump. I have an RO pump. It's built. I think it's the same brand as my system, and you just water pumps through there first. It's got all these solenoids in it, and then it shoots it out to the filters, and it gauges the amount of pressure. I think it goes in, comes out, goes back. I don't know, but I set it up the way the direction said, and it like gauges pressure, and so it evens out. Now I don't know if it's I've never changed the filters yet. It's been probably running for I don't know 8 months, and I still get 2.2 on my TDS. Um, but yeah, I got more filters. I got a whole nother set of them, but and I don't even know, because I know people put certain filters on their system, like 2 carbons and 1 whatever, and then you were telling me that other part to put on there. I got to get that too, man. But yeah, that pump I got, it's got too much pressure. If I ran it normal, it's about even. If I had 2 empty buckets and I ran it, I get about 5 gallons an hour. So, and I get about 5 gallons of wastewater an hour too. Put it on top of a step ladder and worked great for about 5 minutes. Then it fell off top of my dehumidifier. Yeah, that'll do it when they fall. This one here is it's a heavy duty guy. It was he had it up for like $40 some. I think he charged me I don't know $9, $10. Because I told him I wasn't paying $40 for it. He's always trying to sell me stuff, and I'm like, look, dude, I'm not a crash test dummy. I'm not gonna buy all this stuff because you want to see if it works. He's like, no, I know it works. I said, yeah, but it's just been on your shelf for a really long time, And then the minute I bought that, people started calling, hey, do you got those? Do you got those valves? And so he ordered the ones that you drill a hole through and then you put it all on that way. This one you don't do that. You could and then hook just that slider up so you could slide it up and down like in your container, but I want to get a bigger container. I want to get like a 55 drum, a plastic 55-gallon drum. But and then do a pump system where I pump it out of that because I pump it over from the laundry room where I have that way where I have my system set up, and I'll salt I'll remineralize the water over there, and then I just drop the pump in, and I'll have 5 buckets remineralized, and then as one starts to run down, I just go over there, pour some more water in that bucket, and come back and just move it around. And I mean, if the pump runs out of water, it's no big deal. I just pour more water in the bucket, but I'm not big on putting salts and stuff within the container, within that plastic can that I got back there. I don't want to remineralize in there because I don't want stuff building up in there. I just want just water in there, not else. Now I put some water in them today. I ran it for a while, and I'm gonna pump that out into the buckets. And I changed tanks today, but I want to take them outside, spray them out with the hose, get any kind of, algae off the bottom. Cause I mean, algae doesn't hurt anybody, pumping it into your things. But yeah, look at them shrimp eating that yummy gum. It's not a bad hookup. I mean, they eat it. I just don't like it when they touch it. It like, makes a big smoke, a big thing of smoke. But other than that, I mean, you put it in the tanks, they'll really eat it. They really like it. I have overflows on the tanks, so if I overfill those, it just goes out the drain. But my shrimp tanks are still manual for mixing. Yeah, I don't have any overflows. Um, I don't know. It's since I changed my mind so much, it's better that I don't because I might change my mind and not want this rack. I might want it turns because like the rack that I want to put right here on this wall, these racks over here are 2 foot deep. Uh, the 15 gallons are perfect because they're 24 inches long, so they go front to back. I mean, if I had the money to pack this thing full of 15 gallons, that would have been sweet. I mean, you don't need any wood, nothing. It goes metal frame to metal frame. I mean, it's badass. And then you have the metal mesh under it, the wire mesh, but it would never touch the wire mesh, because the tanks would be sitting on the rails. But just a case. But a 20 gallon, 20 tall, and a 15 gallon are the same footprint, but 15s make it front to back perfectly. So either pack this sucker with 15s, which you could get the same amount, 30 15s or 30 10s. You would just have a smaller gap in between the tanks. Um, but over here on this wall, I don't want the rack coming out 2 feet. So I'm not going to get another one of these metal racks and put it here because I don't want to lose 2 feet from this wall. I mean, I'm not going to be able to put as many tanks, but that's what's making me want. Uh, that's what's making me want to do it all out of lumber, 2x4s, because then I can build it here. I can, run a couple longer ones, or put a trim piece up on the joist. Since, I gutted everything, we're getting that, warehouse, the metal, we want all the metal look now. I could put a couple kickers up into the joist so it doesn't fall this way. And I could just build because I want to run the tanks the same way the wall is. I don't want to run them deep. I want to run them horizontal. So now I'm only losing, a tank is just over 10 inches wide. And then you figure if I run the 2x4s on the flats, scoot it all the way up against the wall, then literally I can make it to where I only lose the 10.5 inches the width of the tank. And so, and then, uh, and then that way, if it ever came down to it and I wanted to put let's say a rack coming out from the main rack here up the center, excuse me, I'm not squeezed away from this wall 2 feet. I'm only squeezed away from the wall 10.5 inches. So let's say 11 inches max. And then, because I'm not going to go further than that wall right there, where the drywall, where I ended that wall, all the way across to this brick wall here. So it only gives me, I don't know, let's just call it 10 feet. So it gives me 10 feet to fit, that many amount of tanks left on this wall. So if I build it right, then, and I allot myself the amount of room I need to maximize so the tanks are end to end, snug, butted up to each other to maximize my amount, then that's what I'm saying. Then, maybe down the road, I'll be able to come right up the center with a rack, that I can do tanks on both sides and maybe make that one out of 2x4 also. So it's the exact width. And then again, I could just run kickers up to the ceiling. I won't have to worry about it getting bumped by the kids and being knocked over. 30 talls, 24 wide. Boy, those are big tanks. Well, I mean, you have fish, so. Oh, 20 talls. Yeah, 24. Yeah, that's what I had, 20 talls. And then I swapped out those ones on the bottom over there. Uh, those three there, and then this one here, I've always had it's a 15, but those three there were 20 talls. And so I made them 15s. I have four 15s, and every other tank is, or wait, three, four, five. I have five 15s because my red fishbone tank is 15s. I give them a little extra room because I want them to breed. They're another one that's dragging butt. They bred one time, and it's just like my orange eye blue tigers and all that stuff. So I gotta, like, I don't know, get a couple females or something, buy a couple more, buy just to spunk it up and to change it up. But they were dying off. They were dying off just like the blue steels were, and they weren't cheap. I bought them on a deal, but uh, they were dying off. And then one of them got pregnant, had babies, and no more died. None have died since, but they haven't got pregnant again. So I don't know if I have too many males and it's stressing out the females, and they don't want to do anything. Gosh, that blue steel is just ready to pop. Woo! Oh yeah, my red bolts had babies. Telling you, telling you. The good weather's coming. Oh yeah, but anyways, the tanks I moved, Tim. So now my top rack, middle rack's all Caridina, and the bottom rack is Neos, and then the rest of the Neos are over there. And I still have my Crystal Blacks over there, and my call tank, my Caridina call tank, but that's not going to stay a call tank. I'll put some more Caridina. But right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10 gallons and two 5 gallons. But then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. So I have 10 tanks sitting right now that need to go on a rack, to where then I won't have any tanks out there. They'll all be in here. But that's the other thing is 6 of them are 20 longs. So if I keep them at 20 longs, when I build the rack here, I could like lace the bottom with all the 246. I'd have to lace it with the 20 longs on the bottom and then put 10 gallons on top. And I can make it a lot better. I can make the tolerances a little better, but like here, this is perfect, these metal ones, because a 10 gallon, I could literally, I'm a big guy, but I can stick my head and get all the way, to the back. So that's why I got rid of those 20 talls. Before I couldn't do anything. They make an 18-inch deep, and you can let 10s hang out. Well, yeah. But still, there's 7 inches that I'm giving up that I don't want to give up. So Chubby Guppy is retired. Muddy Waters is working from home. BC had to go do some stuff. So who else? Is there anybody else that has to go to work tomorrow? Does everyone work still? And here comes one of my dogs. What are you doing, Cope? Where you at? Oh, it's a big boy. Huh? What are you doing, Bubba? Huh? Good boy. Huh? Good boy. How you feeling? Feeling okay? My lab. He's an English lab. Weighs about, well, I don't know, probably still around 115 pounds. I don't know, maybe about 110. We have him on a low diet, but he's not fat. He's a big dog. Oh, oh, come on. Oh, oh. Say hi. Oh, you say hi. Hmm? Oh, oh, big boy. Oh, the big boy. Oh, yes. But yeah, so I moved all the shrimp today, and I just wanted to video it because I made videos of it before. But I just wanted to show everybody, if you do it right, take your time. Uh, oh, and that stuff on the glass right there is silicone. I know it looks weird, don't it? It's not snail eggs. I think it's silicone. Maybe it is snail eggs. But yeah, I just wanted to show everybody that if you take your time, do it right. Uh, it doesn't matter what you do. All the shrimp will be fine. They'll all live. Everything will be good. You know, the orange-eyed blue tiger had a blonde swimming around in there. Caught my eye. They're just in there chilling. I don't know if they're hungry. You might be hungry. They're foraging. See if they like this yummy gum. But see, that's another tank. It's got so much moss in it. I haven't seen because I had a pregnant female in there. I haven't seen anything since. But it was funny. I sold my buddy that owns a pet store. I sold him a bunch of the orange-eyed blue tigers, and he called me and said, "Hey, one of those orange-eyed blue tigers that you sold me is pregnant now." I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah." I told him I was joking with him. I said, "Well, hey, that doesn't come with the price." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "If any of the expensive shrimp I sell you get pregnant, uh, you have to give them back." I said, "Then I'll give you a shrimp that's not pregnant. I'll replace it." So he started laughing. He's like, "No, you want it? Come get it." So I went up there and got her, brought her back. So I have no clue. I see some smaller ones in there, but I don't know. Tim sent a photo on Messenger. I would look at that, but I'm afraid that it'll get rid of my channel here. I will look at it once I'm done on this, though, sir. Yeah, we'll see if those orange-eyed blue tigers will come over and eat it. Put this on them for a minute. Starting to get tired. Been on here for an hour 19 minutes. Oh yeah, they look. Well, like I said, it's I have it blown up. So if I back it off, see, I can like turn my light on it. I don't know if it'll make a difference on this tank, but you can see where I clean the glass. Yeah, that's not too swell. But I can turn that on, but you can't see it like that when I have it up close because it really looks cool. So yeah, I got it. Then I can do. Well, I used to be able to. The upgrade took it away. I can do mirror image. I can rotate the photo, JPEG it. I can do like the brightness and stuff from on here. Contrast. They don't give you a ton of stuff that you can adjust. They do not. It's got extra delay and volume boost. I don't use none of that stuff, but so yeah, if you scoot it up and see it's bright because let me see if I turn my lights down. If oh, see, I'm probably gonna get that flicker now. Turn the lights down. It's just the pics of you guys on the big screen. Shrimp are about a foot long. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see how bright I gotta make it for that flickering to stop. Right there. It's probably all the way up for all I know. There's green. See if we can see anything on the. Can't really tell. Green is nice. But, oh, so you can see this whole tank. Might as well talk a little about it. There we go. Sorry about the glare. Stuff's starting to get choppy. I got that skip frame thing pumped up on my thing, so must be a little jumpy. But yeah, so if you see this tank's pretty packed. I mean, it's got moss. Let's just do this, make it easier. I'll just lift it up. So it's got moss pretty much everywhere. All right. I think it flips it. It just shoots it the other way now. It mirrors the image on the other side. Let me see what it does. Yeah, I think that's all. It's what it does. Let me see. Yeah, because the shrimp are actually on that side of the tank. They're not on the left side. They're over on this right side. Am I a Lions fan? Uh, I don't know, dude. I see it came up on the phone saying that I don't, something with the draft or they got somebody or something. I mean, I'm not a. I guess I'll say no. Earned cheddar. What's the difference between a blue bolt and a blue steel? Uh, Blue bolts. Uh, ones that well, how I have them is one comes from a black Pinto and one comes from black King Kongs. And the blue steel come from the black King Kongs, and the black Pintos make the the blue bolts. So that's the thing is I'm not a master when it comes to you know what creates what mixes together to make what. That's I'm not educated up on that $1,000,000. As much as I try to learn and teach everybody about it, it's more along the hobby line of how to take care of them, how to raise them, how to get them to start breeding, how to feed them, what to look out for health and stuff like that. Uh, But when it comes to, what's the difference between this shrimp and this shrimp and what creates this and what creates that, those are things that I'm starting to teach myself. I mean, I got a guy who knows all of it and he tells me all of it. And, it's just trying to keep all that information, the knowledge, and do everything else. I got to do a little bit at a time. But like the blue steels, when they're made over here, I scoop them out and I put them in the blue steels because they're pure. They come right from the King Kongs, and then the black pintos. But the black King Kongs make the blue bolts, and you take them out of there and put them over in the blue bolts. So they're in the gene. They're a prodigy of these shrimp, and they'll just like I think it's the black. Or wait a minute, is it? No, the black King Kongs make blue bolts, and I think red bolts, and then the black pintos make blue steels. Uh, God bless. I got to look it up. I have it down because when they have the babies, I got to know where to put them because I separate them and do all that stuff. So I'm sorry I'm not able to answer that 100%. But they both come from one comes from Pinto, one comes from King Kong, a black King Kong. But they also make red bolts. I think it's the black Pintos make red bolts. Um, the blues, yeah, and blue steels, and they make a few of them. I'd have to, and it's the bad thing is it's on my phone, and so I cannot get it. I'm gonna have to get it off, write it down, and then let you know, Mister Earn Cheddar. But thank you for coming to the stream. Where are you from, Mister Earn Cheddar? You guys just got, yes, we can read the label now. Fish Tropic live. What? Yes, sir. What's happening, mister? No problem. Yeah, tune in again. I'll get you that answer. But like I said, when it comes to the shrimp itself, oh, hey, hold on. Don't go nowhere, Mr. Earn Cheddar. Oh, Ohio. Nice. Hey, Fish Tropic, do you know the difference? Mr. Earn Cheddar here asked me what's the difference between a blue bolt and a blue steel. Do you know the difference, Mr. Fish Tropic? Or if anyone in the chat knows, if they can help me out and give Mr. Earn Cheddar a little info. I think I'm going to try Caradina next. Yeah, they're simple. Caradina, more or less to me, they're like the beginner shrimp. I don't know. I don't have a problem with Neos, but I don't have a problem with Caradina either. If you're, it goes both ways. If your tanks are straight, if they're set, then you can do Caradina or Neos. Hold on, I'm gonna scoot it over to the Orange Eye Blue tank. Hold on. See how bright that is? Let me see if I can tone that down a bit. I don't know. What the hell is that? There it is. Let me see if I can. Get down on it. Come on now. Well, that just looks terrible. That's what I'm saying. I don't have all the adjustments in the world. Let me, oh, hold on. I'm backed up the whole way. I mean, how can you tell them apart? Oh, hold on. Look at all them eyeballs. You can tell them apart by the body on them. The heads are the blue steels look like they're spray painted with like old school paint. They have like a speckle to them, like a metal flake. It's really really cool. A blue bolt has the blue to them, but uh, the blue steel has the speckle to them. Oh shit! How'd that happen? Hold up, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, I must have hit the. I do that every once in a while. Hit the freaking X button and shut it off. Look at that one. You could tell pretty easy by the cheeks. They got around the cheeks. It looks literally like somebody threw metal flake and bluing and it's all speckled everywhere. When a blue bolt doesn't have that. A blue bolt, they can have some cheeks and stuff, but that flaking's not in there. So um, that's how, at least I tell. That's how I was taught to tell the difference is the blue bolts don't have the flaking within the cheeks, and the flaking's a big deal, man. God, does it look cool? That's like my blue steel tank here. They look really good, but the head is just you know it's a whole. I mean, I guess it's not a huge difference compared to a blue bolt. A high-grade blue steel and a high-grade blue bolt, it comes down to if you care about that speckle very much. Oh, that's hard for me to explain through chat. But yeah, it's noticeable. I'm just wondering if hold on a sec. Yeah, see, I can see the speckle without my glasses. It's hard, but let me scoot this over. Let me scoot it back over. All right, now here's your blue. Here's your blue steel. See if I can show you that speckle in their face. Hold on, I guess. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Hold up. Wait a minute. No, it's not the best picture in the world, but can you see that speckle? It's all on their cheeks. It's like dark. You know, it's not just a blue color. It's a speckle. Hold on. There you go. See the speckle there? And the speckle along their body and stuff. But when you see, oh, look at the mouth on that snail. But that's what you're looking for. It's that real pretty old school metal flake that they used to paint on cars like a Mustang when you used to get the candy apple red, but there's no more candy. It's gone. But these guys, yeah, they have the speckled cheeks. You know, now, now I'll show you some blue bolts. That's my female. She's really colored up because she's pregnant, but see, she has blue on her, but she doesn't have the tons of speckles going around and everything. She's blue, but she's pregnant too, so she's really dark. But God dang it! Now, if you notice, she's a she's a blue. She doesn't have the speckles. She's like airbrushed blue. She's a F-150 without the speckle. And the other ones, they just have a blue head. There's no speckle design. There's no, there's no metal in that whatsoever. See how they pick at the alder cones? They get all the beneficial bacteria and stuff out of there. But yeah, she's a dark one. But they darken up when they get pregnant. But hopefully the dad was dark. I don't. my blue bolts, I work hard on them. I got the other tank too, and it's like blue bolts. They change colors. They get older. They could be dark as dark when they're babies, and then as they get older, they can lighten up. If that dark gene's not in them, they can lighten right up, and then their whole tail will be white and all sorts of crap. And then what you thought you had, you don't have, and then it's upsetting because extreme blue bolts, they're expensive. I mean, I have some, but it's I don't sell any because it's not a solid line yet. I can't guarantee that all the babies will, grow up super dark. But see, that's what I'm talking about, Earn Cheddar, is, when it comes to that, that's the difference. It's the paint job. It's the paint job that you asked for on your vehicle. That's the difference in, you know, high dollar paint job and a mid grade paint job. $1,000 to $2,500. But see, she's really nice. All of her legs are blue. The carapace is blue. The head comes down to body. Now, she was a triple S. She'd be blue all the way down to the tips of her tail if she was like the highest grade. Yes, sir. Anytime, Mr. Aaron Cheddar. I'm glad I could help the little bit that I was able to help. Lisa Perez, hello. How's it going? Hope everyone having a wonderful night. Yes. Yes, we are. Have to say we are. How are you doing, Lisa? Glad to see you. We're just looking at some blue bolts, and we are looking at some blue steels, some orange eye blue tigers, and some black King Kongs. Oh, Earn Cheddar, you want to see something? Watch this. Now that's a blue body black King Kong. And look, it's not going to come in real. Bunch of bullshit. Nope, damn. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I don't understand why it won't come in. All right, see if I can tweak this and. That don't look too bad, but that's a blue body Black King Kong, an all blue body. Lisa says you guys are gonna get me in trouble. I ain't getting nobody in trouble, Lisa. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, if he'll come out and turn sideways. See, now I'm going to put him up in my my shadow panda, my blue shadow tank, and hopefully get him to start breeding and making more like him, because they say they're more sought after real dark like that, all blue bodies. I don't know what you talk about, Lisa. I don't know why they're coming in funky like that, a little blurry. Depends on the tank. It's really weird. It's the angle of the camera. But yeah, so that one's, to me, you can't get better than that. I mean, those are just so. Then yeah, here's her eggs are all over the place. Oh yeah, you got buried shrimp. Nice. Or I sent you some that were buried. If you look really close, you'll be able to see their eyeballs. When you can see those, then it's getting close to time. They say like 30 days. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. I'm like everyone else. I see them buried, then they disappear, and I never know where they're at. And next thing you know, they pop out like the Red Bolt tank. That's what they did up there. I seen a pregnant one quite a while ago, and then see my camera skipping. Computer says skip frames. You guys have a good night. Thank you, Mr. Cheddar. You too. Thank you for showing up and hanging out with us for a little while. Hope to see you soon. Peace out. Stay shrimpy, homie. Or cheddar. No, the yellow I got, and yes, you can. I have berries in every tank for the first time. I'm pretty excited. Oh yeah, having the babies, it's the coolest thing. Because like today when I emptied out the orange really tank, there's probably, I don't know, 50 babies in there that I had to scoop out special, so I didn't forget them. They were all over the place. But I got probably 6 or 7 pregnant females in there. I have a tank just packed full of females. So, but I'm getting a lot of skip frames for some reason. Maybe the Wi-Fi is clunking. Yeah, I have to get a new router. I mean, I just had my Wi-Fi boosted, but click on the start to add in your your stream quality is good. See, your stream is experiencing issues. Click on a stat to add it to your footer. Your stream quality is good. Your stream is experiencing minor issues. So see, yeah, it's I got to get a new router because my router is AT&T and it's built in the monitor. You know, it's all one package. So, well, yeah, at least if you could see the eyeballs, then it'll be soon. Yep, that's all you got to do is pay attention. Make sure you start feeding. If you got Bacter AE, get Bacter AE in there. If you got anything that's a bacterial food, a powder of any sort, start getting that in there. Make sure you got spirulina. Start feeding spirulina to the tank because if you don't know when they have the babies, you need to start feeding it so the babies can get the spirulina and they'll have something to start eating when they come out and they're born. It's in the tank. You don't want to overfeed it though. You just want to start feeding it. You never want to start overfeeding. But that's what I'm saying. If you can't see, if she hides or something, you don't know when she starts kicking them out. You got to have spirulina because spirulina, if you look it up, it's an algae. So if you get that stuff in there, it should start, you know, uh, like growing on stuff, connecting the plants and what have you, and the substrate. You want it there, so you get hooked up. A lot of people online. Yeah, but I think it's more my router. Like I said, I have the module upstairs or whatever it's called, the tower from AT&T. I need a separate router because I'm way down here downstairs. So I mean, my strength is good, but if for some reason it starts to fall off because of the weather or something, it'll lag down here, and then I'll suffer down here. See the camera sticking right now. Yeah, see. Oh, I bet my phone died. Oh well, that sucks. Where's my charger? Yep, phone died. Well, ain't that a pile of poopy? Ain't that a pile of poopy? That sucks. Yes, I have baby food. My yellows are new. My blues, I have been slow breeders, and my reds are pigs that never stop breeding, so that's normal. Yes, I have baby food. Yeah, well, baby food's different than uh, algae and bacteria. You know, you should always have Bacter AE on hand. This stuff. It's like the best food. You always want that for your baby. Can't believe my phone died. It didn't even tell me. It's all right. Yeah, see my bars down there. Everything's good and strong. Everything's strong. But I get that skip stuff because when my Wi-Fi starts jumping around. Who let the dogs out? Uh, Hold on. There we go. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got it. But yeah, see that tank? I moved these guys today. They're all over. These are all the Black King Kongs that were out of the Extreme Black King Kong tank. I mean, there's got to be, I don't know, 70 of them. And there's more babies in there. Uh, Juvies, I mean, shrimplets. And then there's pregnant mamas in there again. So I got to start getting these guys homes. Got to start selling these guys. Oh yeah, see, you can see their eyes good. Some nice blondes in there. I like the blondes are okay, but I like the oranges better. See that one all the way to the right? I only hope I'm half as good as you are. Man, you have the special touch. You got that Factor AE sample pack from them. That was the first food I bought even before I got the shrimp. Good. It's my first and just got into the hobby and a few came buried. Nice. Yeah, look, I'm no pro. I just work hard at it, take my time. That's why I try to tell everybody, take your time and leave them alone. You know, it's the biggest thing is, messing with them all the time. Keep your hands out of the tank. You know, don't overfeed. That's the biggest killer. Don't overfeed. Oh my gosh, you'll kill them all. You kill the whole tank and not know what's going on. Ha, their eyes scare you. They're not. It's not like that. You would have to see it up front, Lisa. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, it scares me, no. I mean, it's just because they're on, because I have it blown up some. But it's neat. But then I got I got the orange eye royal blue tigers too. But uh, yeah, see, they're nice. Some are light blue, but yeah, the orange and the clears are the ones that they call blondes. Um, so if you go to buy these, you could buy them in just the blue, which costs more. They're $12 a piece if you want just blues, and if you want a mix, it's $9 a piece. So, it's like I think I paid $10 a piece. That's what I paid when I first got them. Uh, so I paid $100 for 10, and then And I got 10 more of just blue ones. That was a long time ago. Can't believe that's so blurry. Hold on, let me see. That's better. It was too close to the tank. Yeah, they're not scary. You're silly, Lisa. And see, here's the thing. Some people will say that they're blind or near blind, but then other people say, and big time, there's a woman that in Germany, she says no, it was they're not blind. They were just bred to have those orange eyes. They're not blind at all. So I don't know if it came from Germany, you know, if the gene was produced in Germany on the orange eyes, but she says nope. She's like, you've been lied to. They are not blind, and she's like one of the biggest names there is, you know. So, but yeah, they're a tiger. They're a blue tiger, you know, and they don't breed true. So everything you see in this tank is what they'll breed when they come. If you were to buy them and you start breeding them, that's everything you can get. All that purty stuff. Oh, that was BC that wrote that. Yeah, shrimp that are pigs mean they're healthy. BC. If you got shrimp that are eating and they're just going nuts, yeah, they're healthy and they're good to go. Nothing a little H2O2 can't cure if they're a little slow. So it's supposed to be nicer tomorrow. We've had snow for the past 3 days. Rain, snow. It's been horrible. Up there's the rusty one, and you'll get that the blue with the rust top, but it's still super pretty. You know, it blues all there, and then it kind of has like a reddish, a red rusty top to it. It's super cool. Don't know where that comes from, but you know, like I said, they don't breed true. So, um, you know, the thing is like they say, you know, you could sit here and pull out all the ones that you don't want, and every single time they breed, they will have blondes, the oranges, the rusty ones, everything. So, you know, then it comes down to just keeping the blues, you know, and separating and just keeping blues and selling off the blondes and the other ones, you know, and it's so it's only bad thing with those. But I mean, if you like them all, like me, I could care less. I don't separate any of it. I like them all. I like that rust with the blue, and you know, I think it looks super cool. But I like them orange ones too, and I like the clear ones, like that one on the left. I like them all. They're all super nice. They have nice colors to them. Yeah, gotta get trying to figure out what I can do. Or thinking about what I could do. I'm doing the thing for April still. For 10% all my sales are going to the Humane Society in Westland, um, where we got little Stella, where we've gotten dogs from before, and I just haven't had like an enormous, huge amount of sales in April. I mean, the check would be small, so I think I'm gonna do the month of May also. So the more the better. My buddy's pet store. I don't know. He just, people drag their feet. If there's no money in it for him, they drag their feet because he's supposed to contact some people to see if they'll give food or donate or anything for us. And I want him to put a jar on his counter. He said he would. Still hasn't put a jar. A donation jar. Anything that'll help. Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, I'll do it. I don't have a problem." But he put one, and I really don't want to drive there, but it looks like I'm gonna have to because I don't want to go out to public and everything, and go into his pet store, but it looks like I might have to. But he's just super busy, so it's like trying to ask him to put a jar on his counter is like trying to ask him to pull teeth. He say he's so slammed. I mean, he's just packed. I can't believe he's so packed, but I'm really glad for him. It's bad times, but I'm glad everyone's getting their money from the government, and people are spending on their hobby. It just lets you know that people aren't going broke, and people save their money, and when the government gives them some money, they're gonna spend it on something that they like. Well, okay, we're at the 2:08 mark. I think I'm going to end this now. Only because I want to go take a shower, hang out with the fam some, and chill, get some TV in. So, look, I love seeing the same people in here every time. I love seeing new people that we had earn cheddar. And what we have, we had, Earn Cheddar in here. BC's back again. He's starting to become a regular. Muddy Waters. Shelby Guppy always. It's great to see him in here. Tim. Oh, then we had Fishmar Fish Room. He's new to the channel. Tokes Outdoors, of course. He's one of my mods. And then we have Fish Tropic up in here. He's probably still sitting in the background, but if everybody could hit the thumbs up, that'd be appreciated. Uh, just keep, yes, sir. I will send them out Monday afternoon, and I will send you that info on Instagram. Thank you, BC. Thank you very much. And I will get them to you ASAP. Thanks for tuning in. Uh, Everyone here at Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics appreciates your business, your friendship, and just being in the hobby and checking us out. So have a good night. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I don't know, sometime during the day. So, keep your eye out here and there to catch a live stream, or I'll do multiple just because I love doing what I do.